Hello, my name is Mark Simpson and I give hosts just like you the tools, the tactics, the training, but most importantly, the confidence to go and get your own direct booking so you don't have to rely on Airbnb, Booking.com, Verbo, or any other third party. And in today's episode, what I wanted to talk to you about is a recent study that came out. So I'm just going to read what I've got up in front of me. Wellness retreats see an 81% spike as Brits seek getaways.
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely. If you want my respect, you better put direct. Here are the words in the podcast, that's what comes next.
Now, the stat is fantastic, and yes, there's obviously going to be a spike in exposure because, you know, you got to always take the context around what the article that you're reading. But the wellness thing is important, but what is interesting to me is still, even in 2021, your guests are looking for something a little bit different. Now, if you've got a city centre location, yes, you may be struggling. You would have to focus solely on business because there's not much leisure tourists. So what you need to do is, how are you different? How can you be different from everybody else? So how can you appeal people in? Now, this is not always going to be the case. The more that vaccines are rolled out, the more that the confidence is there in big cities, and events will start to come back. The cities will get the leisure industry. But for now, cities, let's speak to you very quickly for a second. What can you be doing to separate you from the rest? You have to solely focus on who you can attract right now, which is key workers, business people, etc. So what can you do? Are you really focused on those workaways, workations? Have you put a computer desk in, for example? Have you specifically designed a working area where they can work from your property? And if so, have you highlighted this on your pictures, on your social media, on your emails, on your website? Have you changed the text, the copy, the wording, everything that you use? You've got a totally different customer avatar now, and you've got to really play for it. Now, let's flip this and talk about what this article is talking about. Now, are you in a rural location? Are you somebody that offers glamping? Can you be doing something more than having just a tent in a field? Can you be looking to partner up with maybe a local yoga instructor? Can you bring them in and have a total holistic experience? It's the experience, and it's doing something a little different that is the big appeal here. So number one, what else can you offer? What else can you do? Can you like I said, work with yoga? Can you bring in massage treatments? Can you bring in holistic therapies? Can you do all of the woo-woo stuff that's fantastic? And, I do it, and I can call it woo-woo because I do it, and my wife does it, and I totally believe in it, and I think it just makes it such a more experience. Can you make your property Instagrammable? That's what this is all about. Can you create an experience that your guest will want to share and talk about? Because when lockdowns do stop, and when the confidence is there and people are traveling, and all the age demographics, Gen Z, millennials, baby boomers, they're all looking to go and travel, they will want to be talking about it. They will want to be showing off about it on Instagram, on their phones, on TikTok. They'll be wanting to talk about it on Clubhouse, on Facebook, on LinkedIn, everywhere. So how can you make your property stand out? When everybody's zigging, what can you do to zag? And that's the takeaway that I want from this episode. So please put it to action, have a think, and then do it. And whatever you do, let me know. If you're watching the video, comments below, just put #replay, I'm going to do this. And if you're listening on the audio, because we get so many people tuning on the audio, we've got over 4,000 people who listen in America, which is fantastic. Thank you so much. So if you are, and you want to reach out to me and let me know what you're doing, Instagram @BoostlyUK, or email mark@boostly.co.uk. Massive thank you to Zivu, who are our sponsors of this episode. I'll be back tomorrow with another episode, but for now, please remember, keep proactive, don't be reactive, and let's go get some direct bookings. See you tomorrow. Doodles!
Having a blast, gonna get it on the Bruce Lee podcast. Bruce Lee like Bruce Lee, cause it's so hard and the T is loose leaf. Making up those rhymes, don't write it, just do it loosely.